Hey everyone. I have not been on in a while, but I wanted to come in today um, because of something that I just saw. And I didn't care if I had any viewers. I just want to get this out there because I am working. I actually work from home. But I just viewed a video from a very popular person here on YouTube. And the video left me, I'm not going to say angry, but a little upset. Now, let me give you the backstory. A few days ago, this YouTuber made a couple videos. And in the video, she mentioned that she had lost her sense of taste and smell. Now, she did do the right thing and she went and got tested a day or so after she had lost her sense of taste and smell. In her video that she put out, she also bit into an onion, um, couple big bites, and she mentioned that she couldn't taste it. She then went and got a little shot glass and she drank some red hot sauce, just showing us that she really had lost her sense of taste and smell. So during the video, she and the title of her video was something about uh, COVID symptoms, and I've been out doing some retail therapy. Now, in the video, the second video that she did, she let us know that she went and had her COVID test, but she also mentioned that she had been out shopping. Now, not shopping for essential items like food, things that you need in your house, toiletries, or anything like that. She actually was showing clothes that she bought, non essential items. Now, this is what happened. Down in her comments, a lot of people took exception to her being out shopping. And the reason why is because the CDC tells you that if you believe that you have COVID, if you are having symptoms. Now, let me just say this before I go on. The job that I do now, I monitor 2,500 people who are either in one of these three states. They are either they have been exposed to COVID, they are exhibiting symptoms, or they have had COVID. Now, the CDC tells us that if a person exhibits one symptom, and y'all, there are 12, they say if they exhibit one symptom, that they are to isolate for 10 days or 7 days if they get a negative test. So, what that means is, say you wake up and, like her, your sense of taste and smell, which is one of the bigger ones, one of the bigger symptoms of COVID, say that's gone and you had to go out and get your test. When you get your test, that person that's giving you your test more than likely is telling you that you need to isolate or quarantine for 10 days, you know, while they're waiting for your test to come back. Now, it doesn't take 10 days for your test to come back. I've been noticing that a lot of people are getting their result back in 1 to 2 to 3 days. Most of the time, it's 1 to 2 days. But even with the negative COVID test result, the CDC is telling you to stay in for at least 7 days. So, down in this YouTuber's comments, her subscribers were telling her that. They were saying things like, "You mean to tell me you just bit into an onion 2 big, huge bites. You drank some red hot sauce, not took a couple sips. She actually drank it. And she told us that she couldn't taste it and she couldn't smell it. So people were concerned. Now, this is why I say that while I'm not mad at this YouTuber, I am upset with her. Because here's the thing. I just mentioned that I monitor about 2,500 people. This YouTuber was very, very lucky. When she got her test back, she tested negative. Thank God, and I'm happy for her. But there are people who exhibit a sore throat and they get their test back and they are positive. Y'all, I'm going to tell you, when I am on the phone speaking to some of these people who are either having symptoms, who are exposed, or who have had COVID, let me start with the ones that are symptomatic. They're afraid. They're scared. Until they get that test back, all they know is that they're experiencing 1, 2, 3, or a few of the symptoms of COVID. So until they get their test back, their stomach is in knots. And they're talking to me and trying to get reassurance that they're going to be okay. And I can't give that to them until, they actually have their negative test. Then you have those who have been exposed. Exposure means that you've come into contact with someone who has tested positive for COVID. Same thing as the ones who are symptomatic. These people that have been exposed, until they get that test back, they are scared, y'all. They are scared. I have been on the phone with them crying. Now, they don't even know if they're positive, but they're crying because they're worried. They're worried. They're worried about, I didn't even know I came into contact. I've been around other people. What about my kids? What about my spouse? What about my mother? They're scared. Then let's go to the ones that have tested positive. I have spoken to people. One man told me that for 3 days, y'all, that is 72 hours, that he felt like someone was stabbing him in his lungs with an ice pick. This man told me that he prayed every one of those 72 hours because he was in so much pain that he had prayed every one of those 72 hours. He told me that he had prayed so much that it had become like a chant. Please, God, let me be okay. Please, God, let me be okay. Please, God. He said that he believed that praying and chanting kept his mind off of the pain that he was in. So when I watched this YouTuber's video and she presented her negative result, she did it with a bit of arrogance. And she even added that she was going to go out later today and shop again. Now, like I said, I do this for a living. And they say, the CDC says that even with a negative COVID test, that you're supposed to isolate or quarantine for 7 days. So what that means is, just say that she went and had her test done Tuesday of this week, because that's when she said she had her test done. She is not supposed to be out on a Thursday. Technically, per the CDC, she is not supposed to leave her house until next Tuesday. Because remember, even with a negative COVID test, they're telling you to stay in for 7 days. Now, y'all, the reason why I came on and did this video, because God knows I haven't done a video in a long time. I'm here working and trying to live my life, is because we got this new variant of the COVID virus. This new variant is much more contagious. So where this YouTuber that I just watched is okay, let's just say that Tuesday, when she went out to take her COVID test, that God forbid it came back positive, and she had been out shopping all day Tuesday. What I don't like about her attitude about it is that you were lucky that you were negative. But had you been positive, all those people that you came into contact on the day that you went and got your test and to make yourself feel better, you went out and shop. And if any one of those people contracted the virus from your being out shopping, and they weren't as fortunate as you, because just because you're healthy doesn't mean that if you get it, that you're going to fare well. Let me give you an example. I had a user who was a very young user. I'm sorry, user. I call them user because I'm working and we refer to them as users. She was 24, pretty much a college student, a grad student. She got the virus. Now, she told me, diabetes, an underlying condition. But she told me that the only thing that she felt when she was positive was a sore throat that had lasted about 3 days. Now, here's what happened. This girl lived with her mother and father and her little brother. None of them had an underlying condition. But when they got it through being exposed to her, when all three of them tested positive, they were sick as dogs. She was on the phone crying to me because she knew that it was because of her that her family had now tested positive. And she felt bad because she was saying where she only had a sore throat for a couple of days, 2 to 3 days. Her mother had been hospitalized and then got out. Then her father was hospitalized. And then her brother was having problems with his sense of taste and smell. And I forget, her brother was having body aches and the sore throat. What all else did she tell me? The younger brother, and I don't mean like he was a young teenager, 12, 13. I think he was either between the ages of 17 and 19. I remember thinking that he wasn't 20 yet. He was a young teenager, almost, grown or whatever. The point I'm trying to make here, y'all, is this virus is serious. Now, this YouTuber, from what I'm understanding, she believes that the virus is man-made. I'm not going to argue with her beliefs or anything, but here's what I'm going to say. It doesn't matter how it came to be, how it came about. The fact is now it's here and it has killed people, and that people who are getting it are suffering. There are babies that are getting it. What if this YouTuber that I'm referring to had went out and that she was positive, and say she came in contact with someone that had a little young family and she got these people's kids sick, the parents sick. The sickness can be so debilitating that these people are so weak they can't even lift their heads. Say the mother had gotten sick and then she couldn't take care of her kids, or the kids were sick and the mother is running from one child to another, or everyone is sick and the mother is so sick that she can't take care of her kids. This, for me, this YouTuber was negligent. Now, she's on here today. She showed her negative COVID results. It was a PCR test, the correct test. So I even put under her video, and I think she deleted my comment because I didn't go in, but I let her know I do this for a living. I am talking to people all day long who are affected by this shit. And you have pissed me off with your cavalier attitude about it. Yeah, she told people don't come for her. And she going out shopping today. This is ridiculous. And this is why I do not believe that this virus is going to be over this year. At first, I came into 2021 thinking if we keep our face masked up, if we wash our hands, and if a lot of us get the vaccine, I know it's a whole feeling about that, but I just thought with all of that, that there may be some chance that maybe by say September or something, we could at least be kind of moving towards being okay. But with people's attitudes being like that, to me, that's being selfish. That is being selfish because until she got that negative result, she didn't know a damn thing. Now she's on her video saying, oh no, I knew that I didn't have COVID. But why then were you biting into onions and shit and drinking alcohol, trying to prove to us, I mean, not alcohol, drinking hot sauce, trying to prove to us that your sense of taste and smell was gone? Why did you do all that if you just knew you didn't have it? That's some fucking negligence. And it's sad. And it further shows me that right now, that thing that we were raised with, love of your fellow human being and, just being a good citizen and caring for others, it is really, really missing. I see you, Raymond, and I see that you said that you had it for 14 days. I guess because I'm knee deep in this and because, every day, because of this job that I have, I'm like, we have meetings about COVID. And in the meetings, there is a regular doctor. She's the medical director. And then there's another doctor that is the infectious disease doctor. And then you have people that are like, I guess, scientists. So I'm just a regular everyday person. I don't have all these degrees behind my name. But as I sit in those meetings and I listen to the medical community talk about this virus, it scares me for the future, for people like this YouTuber. I'm sitting here looking at her. I want to say her name so bad, but I'm not. But she's a big YouTuber. She got almost 100,000 subscribers. But for people like her to get an attitude when quite a few of her subscribers was saying to her, girl, you're supposed to be isolated, quarantined. What are you doing out shopping? And y'all, I could see if you needed food. Let me tell you, and I know I'm late on this. I heard about it, but I never used it before. But my sister used it, this Instacart thing. The other day I said, you know what, I'm going to give it a try because I don't like going out, amongst all these germs now. I'm going to give it a try. I didn't even really need a lot. But when I was ordering, it got good to me. And I ended up ordering about $100 worth of groceries, or basically meat, because I have a deep freezer. So I just said, well, if I'm an order, let me just use this experience to fill up my deep freeze. Y'all, they asked me, did I want my food delivered in 1 to 2 hours? Now, when I was ordering, I was at work. So I was like, no, I better get it delivered, when I get off. Even though I work from home, I didn't want to be like away from my computer, taking advantage that I work from home. I want to get these people their 8 hours, So I had it, scheduled for delivery at 5:30 when I get off. They got here at 5:28. And it was nice. So the point I'm trying to make is, even with me with groceries, I'm trying to, stay out of people's way by, oh, there's a such thing as Instacart. Let me try that. I don't understand people who just take it lightly. Um, Knowing that we got over 400 something thousand people who have died from it, because really, y'all, they don't believe that number. Actually, they don't believe any of the numbers. I'm going to say something else. This job that I'm doing now, I've only been doing it since the beginning of November. When I first started doing it, the position that I'm actually in now, I was seeing more people who thought they had symptoms or who said they were exposed. They thought they may have been exposed. They would take a test, and the people that were symptomatic, it would come back negative. The people that were saying that they thought they had been exposed, they would take the test and it would come back negative. Now, y'all, what I'm saying, and I think it's because of this new strain being more, you know, easier to pass. I done lost my train of thought. Even more contagious. I'm seeing more positive COVID tests. Okay, so this is February now. Hey, thank you. This is February now. So even at the beginning of January, when I would check, to see, what the people that I'm monitoring were saying, were they saying that they were symptomatic, or they saying that they were exposed? The majority, no, let me just clear that up. I'm not going to say majority, because I'm telling y'all it's 2,500 people, and I would be lying if I said the majority. I'm going to say it this way. I am seeing many more positive cases. Now, let me explain. You have some people that are positive that they don't have any symptoms, but they are positive. Then you got some people that are positive and they got a sore throat and they're coughing. Okay. Then you got some that are feverish. Then you got those others who every symptom that COVID has, they are experiencing it. And y'all, I'm sitting at my desk right now, because I'm supposed to be working, but this woman just pissed me off a little bit. But I'm about to pull up because it's 12 symptoms that 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 you could, if I can, I'm trying to talk and hold one laptop in one direction and one laptop in the other, so I can see these symptoms and tell you what these people are experiencing and why I'm pissed at this broad. Why I'm pissed at her acting like, it's no big thing. So, fever or chills, cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle body aches, headache, loss of uh, taste and smell, sore throat, congestion, nausea and vomiting, and diarrhea. I had one person, well, several people, I'm not going to say one, they experienced all of them. I'm a compassionate person. I'm sitting on the phone and this person is coughing and wheezing and trying to catch their breath so bad that I was like, don't even talk. Just don't even talk. My heart goes out to them. So when I think about going out, I'm masked up. I have underlying health issues, so I try not to go out, go out as little as possible. That's why I'm filling up my freezer, my cabinets, and getting all the stuff that normally makes you leave the house. I'm trying to make sure that I got it in here, so it'll reduce my need to be out. And even with that, when I go out, I got my sanitizer in the car. As soon as I come in my house, I wash my hands before I do anything. I'm just trying to do everything. It just makes me mad when people, first of all, when they don't believe it's real. And then secondly, they take that disbelief and put other people's lives at risk. Because, like I said, and I want to go back to this YouTuber that prompted me to do this video today. She got a test Tuesday. First of all, even with a negative test, she is supposed to have her ass in the house for 7 days. That's what the CDC said. She going out shopping again today for clothes and shit. Secondly, God forbid, and the reason why I keep saying God forbid is because I am happy that she tested negative. But God forbid, has she tested positive? Everywhere that she went Tuesday for her quote unquote retail therapy, had she been positive, she left a trail of COVID germs, putting all those people who didn't know that she had just left from having a COVID test because she thought she had it. Why would you do that? I got an uncle who's in his 60s that had it and said he felt like he was dying. I got family members that have had this shit and said, now some of them, they'll say, well, I didn't have it that bad. Ooh, I was fortunate. I just had this. But some of them actually told me they felt like they were dying. And they only had one symptom, but that damn symptom was so bad that it made them feel like they were dying. Y'all, I'm going to get out of here because I'm supposed to be working. And I never shirk my responsibility at work and take advantage of, there's really nobody monitoring me. I have a type of job where they trust you to do your damn job. And the fact of what I'm doing makes me feel that if they tell me that I need to monitor these COVID patients, then I just feel like my eyes should be monitoring them. It's my job. I'm just telling y'all this because we know that we got people out here like this YouTuber. Y'all be careful out there. Treat every person that you come into contact with when you do have to go out as a potential possible COVID carrier, because you don't know. Who knows if that person you standing 6 feet from in the grocery store just left from having a COVID test because they think that they're positive, but they're out shopping for clothes and shit? What is it? My thing is this. You're supposed to have your ass in the house. What you need a whole new wardrobe for? Where are we going? Y'all, a couple months ago, I got so bored. I went out and I said, I got to get out the house. So I went out and I'm not going to lie. I bought me a couple, little workout pants. I was like, well, while I'm out, I've been walking on the treadmill. Let me get me some workout pants. I felt guilty for that because when I got them home and I was looking at them, I said, I could have worked out in my damn drawers. I'm here by myself. Don't nobody see me. Who gonna know I got on these new workout pants but me? I felt guilty for that. And here this broad is out here biting on onions and drinking shot glasses of hot sauce, telling us her sense of taste and smell is gone, yet you go out shopping. And not only did you shop, you did a haul with the items that you bought on a video that you tagged, that you named, had my COVID test today, waiting for results. And then you doing a video and say, yes, right after I got my COVID test, I went shopping. Y'all, that's some bullshit. Be careful out there. And I guess I'm done today because I was a little upset. But y'all take care. Keep your mask on when you go out. Wash your hands, sanitize. As soon as you get in your house, wash everything you can. Because there's people out here that don't give a fuck about your life. All this YouTuber knew was she was a little worried and she needed some retail therapy. So she went shopping.